Hello, we have here the Chipotle original logo. This logo is the original one that they used in Denver, Colorado. Steve Ells and his team created, and to my knowledge, they're still using this uh, today. It's very nice. I just want to talk about it and the iterations that came afterward. It has a nice, what I call fine tooth comb to it. It's really itchy. It almost looks like it's been bitten by little nibbles by mice or some ants on the outline of the edge. Uh, and it kind of just looks like, little termites or something came up and started biting it. It has a nice feel to it. It looks like it's textured just like food. All food has its own texture. And I think of a tortilla that's baked in the oven, and this kind of is reminiscent of that. And it also is reminiscent of a font that's called Papyrus. You see it in a lot of stock fonts libraries on Macs and on PCs. So it really resembles, and it really has a lot of good things that are going on there that I kind of admire. Um, so from here, they went to a new logo. And in this stage here, they had this for quite some time, but they moved on to what I call the squished banana. Even though this is a Chipotle, it really looks like a banana that's been flattened by a Mack truck. And this was during the transition period, the transition years I call the outbreak years of salmonella, norovirus, and E. coli scares. So that's kind of not a good time period for Chipotle. This extended that period a little bit before and a little bit after, but they moved on to what I think is their best logo. Um, this one right here. It's really nice. It has a lot of things going on with it, going from left all the way to right, and then up, going down. So your eye is just reading left and right, up and down. And if you're right in front of one of the restaurants, you're looking up, you're reading left, and then you're looking down right at the door, and you're walking in. So it's done very nicely in a functional fashion. I like that this ketchupy Tuscan red is the backdrop or rectangle backdrop for the word Chipotle. If you think of a burrito, burrito kind of lays in this same fashion, in a rectangle, uh, you know, uh, kind of like in a rectangle fashion where you have the food and you lay it right down the center, and then you roll up the burrito or tortilla. Then, if you move to the left, you have this chipotle, and it's a nice graphic symbolization. You can see it's almost like a seedling, and then it's growing, it's spiraling, it's coming from the earth, and they have this brown here, this really, grungy Tuscan brown that's, reminds you of earth and soil, and that's not by mistake. Even the bags look like bag lunches that you would get as a kid from a cafeteria at lunch, and they have that same brown ink on the bags, and they use recycled materials, so they're very conscious of the soil. They even have a message and a disclaimer about the soil on their bags, so uh, the sediment and things of that sort. So these colors really have an earth tony effect, um, and they're always thinking about these foods that come from the earth. So it's very intelligent, very intuitive. And then you have Mexican grill, which is just a nice little dot or a period to the end of the sentence. So then we move on to the most current version, which is on their bags now. If you were to stop into a Chipotle, it has those same color schemes. It's okay. It's something that um, it looks very generic. I've seen a lot of logos that look very similar to these. A lot of times they look like crests or guilds, and like I said, I think it's getting away from what was really simplistic and nice and intuitive about this design. This is just very simple. So that's pretty much it. And one other thing, that all these logos they kind of use now currently, there's no specific hard and fast rule about using one logo all the time on their employee handbooks, customer napkins, receipts. They're using a version of these, and this one is still used in Denver, Colorado, I believe. So there's no hard fast rules about using these logos. So thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed that, and till the next video, take care. Thanks.